Hello, friends. A very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome back once again in this new year on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Gourav Gupta, and I am one of the mentors with BYJU'S Exam Prep who has been teaching in this industry since last 15 years. And with this 15 years of experience that I have, I am here in front of you with yet another session for XAT 2023. So friends, welcome back on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep and a very happy new year to all of you. I wish that this new year brings a lot of happiness and success for all of you in these examinations, and like whatever be the result of previous examinations. Forgetting that, we must focus now on our next hurdle, that is XAT 2023. So friends, welcome back once again. I hope I am clearly audible and visible to all of you. Guru Prasad, hello, namaste, hello everyone. So I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you, and we can begin our session. All right. Okay. So friends, in this session, so first of all, I'll clear the agenda of this session. So the agenda of this session is not only solving the previous year paper questions of data interpretation, but will also do a proper analysis, and after doing that, we'll understand how to basically handle these sets. Now we all know that the sets that we have seen, that's the sets that have appeared in the previous year papers of XAT, they are bulky, and you'll find good amount of numbers, you'll find a lot of data in those sets. So what is the right way of handling this data? Right, so we'll be looking at that particular thing as well as this session will progress. So not just solving, not just the final answer will be important, it will also be important how we'll understand the data well, how we can handle those numbers, those big numbers, and how can we decode the entire set so that the amount of information that is given to us becomes very simple to comprehend and easy to answer the questions. All right. So friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. Can you please confirm all of you that if I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you? Yes, once again, all of you. All right, great. So friends, let us start with this session. So today I've selected some of the sets which have already appeared in the previous year papers of XAT. So we'll be looking at the actual level of difficulty that we are expecting in XAT examination. And through these questions, we'll understand how to basically make the table, how to basically decode whatever the data is given to us. All right, so let us begin. So I'll be presenting these sets. So I have selected three sets for today's session. So I'll be presenting these three sets one by one to all of you, exactly in the manner the data was given in the actual paper of XAT. All right, we'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to understand the data, to look at the data. I'm sure like these are previous year paper questions of XAT, so you all must have already seen these questions. But today I'll tell you in some cases how to basically make the table, how to comprehend the data in a proper way so that you can save time while solving these questions. All right. Scario, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm good. Thank you very much. Rishal, Guru, all right. You all can hear me. So let us start with the first set. So first three questions are based on the data that is given on your screen. Now the data says that the following plot describes the height, weight, and age. Height in centimeters, weight in kgs, and age in years. So this is very important. Height is in centimeters, the weight is given in kgs, and the data is for females and males. So proper chart is given, proper indexing has been done in these questions. All right, fine. All right. So, and this is the data that is given for 20 patients, right? Okay. Now, a person's BMI. So below this graph, they have described BMI. So person's BMI is calculated as weight in kg divided by squared height measured in centimeters, measured in meters, square meters. All right. Okay, so there is one student, Aditya. I think he want to say something. So Aditya, please express your feelings, good or bad. Doesn't matter at all. If you are not happy with something, you can express your feelings. that doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So person's BMI is calculated as weight, which is in terms of kg. Be careful with the units that should be used. Okay. So these are very small things that will make a huge difference in the questions. Okay. Ascario, we can ignore those messages. Please focus on this question. Okay. So let's focus on this one. So weight, well, while calculating BMI, weight should be considered in terms of kgs, and height, the square of the height should be considered in terms of square meters. This is important. So they have explained this thing using an example. So for a person whose weight is 100 kg and the height is 100 centimeter. So BMI for this person will be calculated as weight, which is 100 kg, divided by the square of the height. But height should be considered in meters. So 100 centimeters will be equal to 1 meter. So divided by 1 square. So 100 divided by 1 square will be 100 only. So BMI for this person will be equal to 100. All right. Now, based on BMI, basically there is a factor that is described. So persons with BMI less than or equal to 18.5 is considered as underweight. Above 18.5 but less than 25 is normal. Above 25 but less than 30 is overweight, and above 30 as obese. These questions are based, now the questions that we are going to see, these questions are based on the given data. The graph will be there with every question, and the information below the graph will also be there with every question. All right. So I hope all of you must have understood the data that is given. ठीक है. So एक बार graph को properly check कर लेते हैं. Now in the graph, they have divided the genders male and female. So males are represented with red color and females are represented with blue color in the data, which can be easily distinguished. This is one thing. Okay, the next factor that you can see on the right side is the age. So the size of the dots represents the age. So the smallest dot is for a person who is 50-year-old, then 60, 70, and then 80. So you can see these small dots, which are for the people who are 50-year-old, right? Red will indicate male and blue will indicate female. All right. Then there are different sizes of these dots, as you can see. So next bigger dot is this one that I have highlighted right now. The next bigger is for this one, and the biggest dots are this. So this is the exact graph that we have seen in the paper of XAT. Okay. Please guys. Okay, Aditya, so this is not the right platform, my dear, to basically show your anger. Okay, so you can consider, you can talk to any of our representatives, and they will happily help you. Okay, so all the students, please ignore, and you can focus on these questions. Right now, inside the graph, if you look at the two axes, the y-axis and the x-axis, so y-axis pe weight hai, which is in terms of kgs, and on the x-axis they have represented height, which is in form of centimeters. So while calculating BMI, you have to consider the height in terms of meters. Okay, so let's go to the first question. All right, so the first question, data sab kuch hoga. Okay, so first question, very simple question to all of you. The average age of the female patients who weigh 50 kg or above is approximately. So you'll have to find out the average age for only the female patients and whose weights are 50 kg or above. You have to find out the average age. Be careful with this. So Aditya, I am, so just to help you out, whatever your query is, I am leaving my email ID. Okay. I'm leaving my email ID in the chat box. So whatever your concern is, you can mail me, and I'll definitely, I assure you that I'll forward your query to the concerned department. Okay. So this is my email ID, and you can mail whatever your problem is on this email ID. All right. Okay. So the first question, anyone would like to answer this? The average age of female patients who weigh 50 kg or above is approximately how much? Now I have intentionally extrapolated this graph. मैंने इसको ग्राफ को थोड़ा सा बड़ा बनाया है so that you'll not have any problem in analyzing the ages of these patients, because ये जो dot का size है, it might be confusing for some of you. Okay, so Sanskriti says answer is option D, Divij option A. Anyone else? All right, option C says Preet. All right, now let us have a look at the data. Now, first thing we have to look at females only, right? That means the blue dots, right? So color coding clear hai yahan pe. So the average age we have to find out for the female patients whose weight is 50 kg or above. So 50 kg in the graph is here. So all the females who are on this line or above this line. So I'll quickly circle those dots. So this one we'll have to consider. We'll have to consider this one. We have to consider this one as well, because this is on 50. So whose weight are 50 kg or above. So greater than or equal to 50 kgs. So any female whose weight is 50 kg, that female will be considered in this data. All right. Next, it will be this dot and this dot. Right. Now let's write their ages. So ages will be represented by the size of the dot. So this will be 50-year-old. This will be 50-year-old, the two smallest dots. The next bigger dot, this one is 60, then 70, and then 80. So there is a clear distinction in the sizes of 60, 70, and 80. All right. So these are the five female patients that we'll need to consider. So if I'll add their weights, 50 plus 50 is 100, and then the sum of these three will be 210. So 310 will be the sum of the ages of these five female patients. When divided by 5 to calculate their average age, so 310 divided by 5, the answer should be equal to 62. All right. So the students who have given a different answer, they would understand what mistake they have committed. All right. So the answer here will be 310 divided by 5, that is 62. Okay. Now, making even a slightest of mistake in this case will obviously change your answer, but understand why we are making the mistake. Now, this is the simplest of the data that will be given to you. बहुत simple question है. You just need to pick up the numbers from the graph and calculate the answer. And this is the question that comes in XAT. XAT एक ऐसा पेपर है जिसमें बहुत टाइम होता है. तो please do all these questions patiently. You all understand the amount of time that is given to us in paper of XAT as compared to any other examination. So XAT may, if like most of you would not have taken XAT, actual XAT examination in their lives, but you all must be attempting mock papers, and after attempting these mock papers you will understand कि यार हमारे पास XAT exam में बहुत ज्यादा टाइम होगा, तो हम हर एक क्वेश्चन पे extra 10 to 15 seconds like invest कर सकते हैं to cross check that answer, making sure that we have not committed any mistake. Please do that in the paper of XAT. XATs में XAT के पेपर में you will see that the cutoffs for each of the sections can be easily reachable. The cutoff for any of the programs of XLRI is also easily reachable, provided you are in your senses while attempting this paper. ठीक है, बहुत easy paper है. Okay, so how to accurately find dot size in such questions? So Divij, I'll explain this thing to you. Okay, so let me erase the entire data. We are clear with the answer of this question. Now let's say confusion कहाँ पे आएगी? Confusion सिर्फ दो sizes में आ सकती है. So this will not create any confusion. Smallest of the dots, this will not create any confusion. Okay, so I'm marking those dots. So just look at these two dots. Just compare these two dots. Can we clearly see that the blue dot is smaller than the red dot? All right. And then compare these two dots. Okay. So dot on the left hand side is smaller than the dot on the right hand side, right? So I can say that this one will be 60, this one will be 70, and this one will be 80. Okay, just keep focusing on the biggest and the smallest dot. तो smallest dot से तो easily comparison हो जाएगा. Okay, so again and again, like if I want to find out, let's say if I want to find out the value of this dot. Okay, so इसके सबसे पास जो भी डॉट है, इसके सबसे नियरेस्ट जो भी डॉट है, नियरेस्ट डॉट यही है. सो जस्ट ट्राई एंड कंपेयर दीज टू. सो if you will look at them very carefully, then you will observe that this dot is smaller, ये वाला डॉट स्मॉल है और ये उससे थोड़ा सा बड़ा है. देन इन दोनों को अगर कंपेयर करोगे, देन ऑब्वियसली ब्लू वाला डॉट छोटा है, रेड वाला डॉट बड़ा है, राइट? So this is how you can compare. What is the minimum score to clear the sectional cutoff? Okay. प्रीत, सोशियोपैथ नार्सिसिस्ट, ओके यार ये अजीब नाम है तुम्हारा. सो 9 to 11, सोशियोपैथ 9 to 11 भी ना थोड़ा सा ज्यादा बोल रहे हो. Actually you will find that the sectional cutoff of QADI section will be somewhere around like 7 to 8 marks. 9 10 तक बहुत मुश्किल से ही जाती है, right? So that is why I was saying that it becomes very easy to clear the sectional as well as overall cutoff of this examination if you don't panic in this examination, right? So peacefully, calmly, composed mind से अगर करोगे पेपर तो बहुत easily sectional cutoffs clear हो जाएंगे. Okay. All right, Preet, I understand this. During IFT, my computer screen was so low quality. I hope didn't face the same issue. Preet, I also keep my fingers crossed that no one among all these students should face any kind of difficulty like this. All right, because it becomes obviously you will be at a disadvantage if something bad happens with your computer screen or the keyboard or the mouse that you are using. I also observed the same thing in my IFT examination. I also took the IFT examination, and at my center, there were some students who were struggling with their mouse. They were unable to control the cursor. So there were some students who were facing, and that was a very poor thing on the from the center's side. All right. Yes, NTA, we cannot do anything. Okay. चलो आगे चलते हैं, questions देखते हैं. So second question. Be very careful for the second one. ठीक है? In this case, you will have to do some calculations. The highest BMI among all patients is approximately. Now, there are on your screen, you can see the data of 20 patients. Now, do we have to consider the data for all these 20 patients? No, we don't have to. Okay, so please use your brain, please use your mathematical ability, not calculations. No, first of all, just shortlist those patients for which you will have to consider the data. जिनका calculate करना पड़ेगा BMI, सिर्फ वो वाले patients को consider करो. Obviously, I'll not be calculating the BMI for all these patients. I have to find out, I have to look for the patient whose BMI will be highest. All right. Yes, anyone, any answer for this? All right, Scario, Guru, option B and option D. So these are the two answers that I'm getting. All right. So 27 and 20. Okay. Chaliye. So let's first of all understand what we have to do. So first of all, how BMI is calculated. So on the left hand side, I'm writing this. So BMI is calculated as weight in terms of kgs divided by height square, and height square will be in terms of meter square. So height we'll have to consider in terms of meters, right? Okay. Now Let us consider the patients who are on the line of or whose height is 150 centimeters. Now, obviously, BMI for the patients will be higher if the weight is higher or the height is lesser. Weight ज़्यादा होगा, height कम होगा, then BMI will be higher, right? Because weight is in numerator and height is in denominator. So, for the two patients which are mentioned here, with a height of 150 centimeters, I can say that BMI for this patient will be higher as compared to this patient, right? So I'll not look at this patient. जहां पे मैंने क्रॉस लगाया मैं उस पेशेंट को कंसिडर नहीं करूंगा. Okay, then for all the patients whose height is 160 centimeters, the patient at the top, the patient whose weight is highest will have the higher BMI as compared to the other patients, right? Similarly, I will not consider this patient because his weight is lower as compared to this and height is higher as compared to the previous one. Weight कम है, height ज़्यादा है, तो definitely BMI कम होगा. So I'll not consider this patient, right? Similarly, on the next line, the patients whose height is 170, I will consider this one only. And because of the same reasons that I've just explained you, I will ignore this and this because इनका weight कम है और height ज़्यादा है, right? So I have circled three patients. I have circled three patients whose BMI I'm going to check. Right? So approximate values calculate करेंगे, right? Okay, so let me write the fractional values of their BMIs. So first one, इसका weight कितना होगा? 50, 55, 57. So approximately 57 is the weight. Okay, for the first patient, this one. And the height is 1.5 meters. So 1.5 meter का square कर देते हैं. So 2.25. So denominator will be 2.25. I'm slowly explaining how I make the calculations, right? This is the first number. The second number is the weight is 60, 65, 69. So 69 is the weight. So this is how I attempt the questions in the examinations. And 1.6 meters is the height. Uska square kar diya 2.56. And the third patient, this one, इसका weight है 70, 75, 77. So approximately 77 is the weight and the height is 1.7 square. So 2.89. All right. Now I have to compare this data. Okay, now how do I compare fractions? So comparison of fractions can be done in multiple ways. Okay, one way is cross multiplication method. अब cross multiplication में यार multiplication करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so again I'm going to take some extra time. So let us compare these two fractions. I'll explain you elaborately. ठीक है? So exam में जल्दी जल्दी करने का कैसे कर सकते हैं? Yes, sociopath, definitely I agree with you. अगर मैं 3/2 लिख देता हूं उसे, then 1.6 को यार बहुत गंदा फ्रैक्शन बन जाएगा. चलो 1.6 फ्रैक्शन still it will be fine 8/5, but 1.7 बहुत गंदा हो जाएगा. Okay, so in those cases what to be done? So I'm not getting into those calculations, right? So the way I'm going to compare these fractions, let us try to understand. ठीक है? So मुझे कंपेयर करना है 57 upon 2.25 and the second fraction is 69 upon 2.56. Okay. Now first of all let us consider the numerator. Numerator has increased. So 57 से 69 अगर मैं जा रहा हूं तो numerator has increased by 12. It has increased by 12 over the value of 57. 12 over the value of 57 इतना increase आया है. So can I say that 12 as a percentage of 57 is somewhere above 20%? 20% से ज्यादा का change आया है. So in the numerator the change is more than 20%, right? Fine. 57 original value, 69 the final value. All right. So 57 से 69 पे अगर मैं जा रहा हूं, so 12 का change आया है over the initial value of 57. So somewhere around 20% का increase है in the numerator, right? Let's come to denominator. In the denominator, there is a change of 0.31, all right, over the initial value of 2.25. Or I can say that there is a change of 31 over 225. Now, 31 as a percentage of 225 will be less than 15%. So, in the denominator, the change is less than 15%. राइट सो न्यूमरेटर में 20% का चेंज है, डिनोमिनेटर में सिर्फ 15% का चेंज है. सो द चेंज इज हायर इन द न्यूमरेटर as compared to the denominator. That means the fraction will increase. So 69 upon 2.56, the value will be higher as compared to 57 upon 2.25. राइट सो दिस इज व्हाट आई डू इन द एग्जामिनेशन. मैंने यहां पे कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं किया है. इट्स जस्ट द ऑब्जर्वेशंस, इट्स जस्ट द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस एंड परसेंटेजेस. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज व्हाट आई actually do in the examinations like IFT and XAT, where I don't want to use calculator or I don't have calculator. All right, and without using calculators I can make these calculations at least look easier. Okay, now same thing you can do the comparison for अब higher कौन सी fraction में से the second fraction 69 upon 2.56 is higher. Now you can compare these two, the second and the third fraction, and you will get to know which of these fractions is higher. All right, so 69 upon 2.56 is higher or highest among all of them. All right, and अगर इसका वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करोगे, the value will come out to be 26.93 approximately. ठीक है, ये मैंने पहले कैलकुलेट किया हुआ है. हाँ, सो जो मेन पार्ट है वो मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया आप लोगों को. सो 69 upon 2.56, now we'll have to calculate. Now whichever way you can use to calculate this one, obviously calculations करनी पड़ेगी in case you don't have calculator, right? So the answer is 26.93, which is approximately equal to 27, and option B will be the correct answer for this question. All right, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Next question, question number 3. Now question number 3, the BMI of the oldest person. Now you will have to look at the oldest person. The BMI of the oldest person considered as normal weight is approximately how much? So oldest person, सबसे पहले age check करना है. So age should be equal to 80. So first thing is you will mark all the patients in this graph whose age is 80. That means the biggest circle. Then normal weight. Ab normal weight according to BMI will be for the person whose BMI is between 18.5 and 25. So this is considered as normal weight. Okay, so you have to factor in these two things and calculate the BMI of the oldest person. So first of all, mark all the biggest dots. So how many patients, can you all tell me how many patients in this graph are at an age of 80 years? So let me mark this data for you. So this one is 80-year-old, this one is 80-year-old, and this one is also 80-year-old. So there are three क्या बोलेंगे patients. There are three patients whose age is 80-year-old. All right. So please have a look at this data. One of the students is asking me that do we have calculators in XAT exam? No, Sachin. Unfortunately, we don't have on-screen calculator in XAT examination. You must have read the instructions on the official website of XAT. यार exam का form fill किया है तुमने. How can you miss those instructions? So Sachin, no calculator. All right. Okay, so option A थ्री, किसी ने थ्री आंसर दिया, मतलब आई बिलीव यू, संस्कृति, अंशुमन एंड सुशपात, यू आर सेइंग okay, so three उसका आंसर दिया था, right? So three is the number of patients. Okay, option A, B. So A and B, there are two answers that I'm getting. चलो start करते हैं. So first of all, I'll consider this one. Okay, the first one, as in this one that I have marked with yellow color. So इसका 41 upon 1.5 is the height, so मैं उसको 3/2 लिख देता हूँ. So 3 square is 9 and 4. So ये हो जाएगा 164 divided by 9. All right, 164 divided by 9. If I'll calculate this value, so 18 into 9 is 162. So इसका value 18.5 से कम आएगा. Right? So this patient will not be considered. 164 divided by 9. So this value will not be considered. Okay. Now I'll check another patient. Let's say this one. The weight of this patient is the 61, right? 61 divided by 1.75 square. Now 1.75 in terms of fractions, I can write it as upon 4, 7 upon 4. Okay, so 61 upon 49 into 16 is the calculation that we'll have to make. Okay, अब 49 को अगर मैं approximately 50 कंसिडर कर लेता हूं, ठीक है, इसको अगर मैं 50 कंसिडर कर लेता हूं और इसको मैं 60 कंसिडर कर लेता हूं, so 960 upon 50 and ये आ रहा है 19 point something, right? 19 point something. अब मैंने क्या किया है, I have increased the denominator and decreased the numerator. उसकी वजह से वैल्यू कम होगी. Okay, so actual answer 19 से बड़ा होना चाहिए. That means it should be approximately equal to 20. All right. Now 20 is among the options. There is no need to look at the BMI for the third candidate, for the third patient, and you can just mark the answer as 20. Okay. Now, can you please explain the logic of 3 by 4? Logic of 3 by 4. Preet, 3 by 4 कहाँ पे लिखा है मैंने? कहीं ऐसा नहीं है 3 by 4. It's 1.5 in terms of meters. So, Preet, if you are asking 1.5, वो जो मैंने 9 by 4 लिखा है, 3 by 4 नहीं है, वो 9 by 4 है, ठीक है? So, the height of this patient was 1.5 meters, which was considered as 3 by 2. And 3 by 2 का square किया, so it will become 9 upon 4. So, this is what I have written. Okay? All right? Okay. चले आगे चलते हैं. So that was question number 3. Answer is option B. Okay, चलिए. Now next question. Next question is slightly difficult, but once you have understood what you have to do in this question, it will be very easy for you. Now, not huge numbers, not calculations will be required in this question. All right, it's just your logical skills that will help you to solve this set. Right? So let's move towards the next set, the second set. So this is all information that is given to you for the second set. Okay. Scario Jadev has given the answer for your question. All right. So a company awards incentives to its employees for successful project performance. It rates successful project performance in the categories A star, A, B, and C. Employees in solo projects rated A star, A, B, and C. So if an employee is working solo in any project, they will be awarded incentives of 6, 5, 3, and 1 lakh respectively based on the rating. So if I am A star, I will get 6 lakhs. If I am A, I'll get 5 lakhs. B, 3 lakhs. C, 1 lakh. All right. Now, when a project has multiple team members, then the following scheme is used to award the incentive. So please carefully understand the incentive scheme. So if there is only one member in the team, that person will get 100%. All right. So team lead will get 100%. Other members, we don't have any other members, so nobody else will get. Okay. Now, if there are two members in the team, then one of them obviously is a team lead. So team lead will get 90% and the other member who is one will get 70% of the incentive decided. Right? And I'll give you an example for this. Okay. Yes, Jayadev, this is more than moderate level, right? Now, when we have three members, team lead will get 80% and the other two members will get 50% each. If we have four members in total, team lead will get 70% and the remaining three members will get 40% each of the incentive. Now, more than four members, every member will get 200 upon n%, where n is the number of team members. Okay, so they have given an example at the bottom. So, for example, for a project rated A, so rated A, that means the incentive is 5 lakhs. Okay, but if we have three members, so मैं example दे देता हूं आपको for a project which is rated A means 5 lakhs होगा. Now if there is one member in this team, that one member will get 5 lakhs. If there are two members in this team, then the team lead will get 90% of 5 lakhs. That means 4.5 lakhs team lead को मिल जाएगा. And the other members will get 70% of 5 lakhs. That means 70% का मतलब हो गया 3.5 lakhs. All right. Now, the same project, if it is rated A and it has three members, then the team lead will get 80% of 5 lakhs. That means 4 lakhs. And the other two will get 50% each. That means 2.5 lakhs and 2.5 lakhs. Right? And so on. So this is what they are trying to explain you. Okay. All right. Now, six employees A, B, C, D, E, F receive a total of 45 lakhs in incentives by participating in a total of 8 different projects. So incentive जो मिलेगा वो project के हिसाब से मिलेगा, right? So they participated, these six people, this number of people is not important. Okay, so they participated in 8 different projects for which they have received a total of 45 lakh rupees. So I can say that there are 8 projects. Okay, and har ek project mein number of, like, there will be some amount of incentive that must be given to these people, and the sum of all these incentives is equal to 45 lakhs. Okay, all right, ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. Now, not all 6 employees are involved in all 8 projects. तो सारे के सारे projects में involved नहीं है. So we don't have to bother about this कि कौन सा वाला person किस project में involved है. We just need to find out the number of people involved in these 8 projects. Now, the following additional facts are also known about these 8 projects. Fact number one project involves all 6 employees. So out of 8 projects, एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें सारे के सारे एम्प्लॉयज इन्वॉल्व हैं. 4 projects involves 3 each, and the rest of the projects involve 2 members each, 2 employees each, right? Second point says that exactly 3 projects are rated C. अब कौन से वाले प्रोजेक्ट को रेटिंग C मिली है ये नहीं पता. I don't know the number of employees, but exactly 3 projects are rated C, for which a total of 4.8 lakhs is paid. The third point, only one project is rated A star among these 8 projects. Okay, right? Exactly. So Jaydev has decoded one information. So the projects are like, first project में let's say 6 members हैं. Then there are 4 projects having 3 members each, and the rest have 2 each. So first of all, I'll open a blank slide. ठीक है? And blank slide पे projects के number of members के हिसाब से लिख देते हैं. So one of the projects will have 6 members. Then there are 4 projects which will have 3. And the next projects, the remaining projects, that means the remaining 3 projects will have 2 members each. So this is the number of employees in these 8 projects. All right. So project number 1, project number 2, project number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Okay. So you don't need to make these lines. I'm making these lines so that you can easily understand the data that I'll be writing in front of each of these numbers. Okay, itna ho gaya. So ये तो first point था. I'll go back. So one project involves all 6 employees. So one of the projects will have 6 employees. There are 4 projects which will have 3 employees each, and the remaining 3 projects will have 2 employees each. Right? So इतना समझ में आता है हमें. ठीक है? Now exactly 3 projects are rated C. So out of these projects, out of these 8 projects, there are 3 projects which are rated C. Okay, मेरे को नहीं पता कौन से वाले projects हैं. And total money that is given as incentives is 4.8 lakhs in these 3 projects which are rated C. Let's go back. The third point, only one project is rated A star. So there is one project that is rated A star. तो उसको भी लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे. So one project that is rated A star. Okay. Now I have the data for 4 projects, but I don't know कौन से वाले 4 projects हैं ये. पहली बात. ठीक है. Secondly, the remaining 4 projects are rated among B and C. Sorted. ठीक है. तो अब सबसे पहले ये वाले 3 projects को देखते हैं. ठीक है, which are rated C. So rating अगर C है तो what is the amount of incentive that is given? If the rating is C, then the amount of incentive that is given is 1 lakh if there is 1 member in the team. Right? Okay. So if a project is rated C, then an incentive of 1 lakh is given. So 1 lakh in the first, 1 lakh in the second, and 1 lakh in the third. But these does not add up to 4.8. इनका sum 4.8 नहीं है. That means these 3 projects does not have 1 employee, but it has more than 1 employee. ठीक है. अब एक बार चेक करते हैं कि अगर 1 employee होता है तो total percentage of incentive that is distributed is only 100%. Okay. If we have 2 employees, team lead will get 90% and the other member will get 70%. So 90 plus 70 कितना हुआ? 160%. So जो भी incentive था उसका 160% distribute हुआ है. Okay. If we have 3 employees, 3 members in the team, then the incentive distributed is 80% and 50% plus 50% to the remaining 2 candidates. So that means a total of 180% is distributed. If we have 4 members, then 70, 40 plus 40 plus 40. That means 190% is distributed. And if we have more than 4 employees, then 200% of the incentive is divided among the number of members. So 200% of the incentive is distributed. Right? ठीक है. So अब यहाँ पे तो clearly पता चल रहा है कि 100%, ये जो C वाले हैं इनको 100% तो नहीं मिला, तो या तो इनको 160% मिला होगा, या फिर 180%, या फिर 190%, या फिर double. So this number can be either, I'll write it. So 1, सो सी का 1 लाख है, या तो 1 लाख मिलेगा. अगर 2 मेंबर्स होंगे सो 1.6 lakhs, that means 160%. If there are 3 members, then 1.8 lakhs. If there are 4 members, then 1.9 lakhs. And if there are more than 4 members, then 2 lakhs of total incentive will be distributed. Okay. अब ये जो C रेटिंग है इसमें नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज देखने हैं, तो 1 employee, 2 employees, 3 employees, 4 employees and 5 employees, such that the sum of the incentives will be equal to 4.8. अब 4.8 sum बनाना है and we have to select 3 numbers from these. So वो 4.8 sum कैसे बन सकता है? 1.6 plus 1.6 plus 1.6. There is only one way in which I can make a sum of 4.8. All right. So 1.6 वाला कौन सा है? There will be 2 employees in each of these projects. So ये वाले जो 2 employees वाले projects हैं, these projects are rated C. Okay, so these projects are rated C. Jaydev, absolutely correct. 1.6 into 3 is 4.8. Okay, so वो जो C वाले 3 projects थे उनका पता लग गया, number of members उसमें पता लग गए, ये है, ठीक है. Now 4.8 is removed from 45 lakhs, so total incentive distributed is 45 lakhs minus 4.8. Now I'm left with how much? 40.2. Okay, wait, Divij, I'll also consider that 1, 1.8 and 2. ठीक है, अगर मैं इस ये वाला केस भी बना देता हूं यहाँ पे, ठीक है. 1, 1.8 and 2. So 1. अब दिविज, प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी यहाँ पे? Yes, Divij. So Divij, I'll tell you. Okay, Debajyoti, I'll tell you. Okay, so Divij, can you see, अगर मैं 1 consider करता हूं तो then there has to be only 1 member in the team, and there is no project in which we have 1 member in the team. So that is why will not consider that particular case. Okay, fine, Divij and Debajyoti. So if I'll consider 1, 1.8 and 2, if I'll consider this case, so 1, that means there will be one employee. One employee is not there in any of the projects. So we'll not consider that case. Clear? चलो आगे चलते हैं. So now we are clear. C वाले में कितने members होंगे? 2 members each. So I will erase this data and just making some extra space for the rough work. So out of 45 lakhs, this 4.8 lakhs is distributed and I'm left with 40.2 lakhs. Okay, 40.2 lakhs is remaining, right? Okay, now 40.2 lakh will be distributed among A star, A or B. A star, a total incentive of 6 lakhs. And then A में कितना incentive है? It is 5 lakhs and then 3 lakhs. So 5 lakhs and 3 lakhs. Wait, I'm just writing it. So we'll be going slowly. 5 lakhs and 3 lakhs. Right? Now we don't have 1 employee. We have either 3 employees. So look at the chart. We have either 3 employees or 6 employees. So if the number of employees is 3 or 6, if the number of employees is 3 or 6, then I'll write what will be the value of the incentive. Okay? Now, if the number of employees is 3, going back, then 180%, of the incentive is distributed. Okay, so 180%, that means I'll multiply these values by 1.8. So 1.8 into 6 will be equal to 10.8. 1.8 into 5 will be 9 lakhs. 1.8 into 3 is 5.4 lakhs. All right. So these will be the values. Now next, for 6 employees, that means for more than 4 employees, हमने देखा था कि 200% of incentive will be distributed. That means double the incentive. So 6 will become 12, 5 will become 10, and 3 will become 6. Okay. So now the value of the incentives will be among these numbers. Okay. And there are 5 projects such that one of them is A star and their sum should be 40.2 lakhs. 40.2. ठीक है. अब ये जो 0.2 का फिगर है, 0.2 will help you in deciding. So 0.2 cannot be made using 12, 10, 6 and 9. So 0.2 का जो वैल्यू है वो 12, 10, 6 और 9 को यूज करके नहीं आ सकता. So 0.2 का फिगर कैसे आ सकता है? If I consider 5.4 multiplied by 3, that will become 16.2. Okay, so 3 projects will be given 5.4 lakhs each. All right, 16.2 बन गया. Then 40 minus 40.2 minus 16.2 अगर करता हूं तो 24 आ जाएगा. अब 24 लाख will be distributed among two projects. Up 24 lakh for two projects, it can be only 12 plus 12. Now 12 plus 12, that means there are two projects which are rated A star, but that is not the case because there is only one project that is rated A star. So ये जो मैंने 5.4 into 3 16.2 बनाया है, 0.2 बनाया है, this will not be possible. Now another way I can make 0.2 is adding this 10.8 and 5.4. So 10.8 plus 5.4, that will give me a figure of 0.2. So it will become 16.2 used among two projects. So the remaining 24 will be made using three values, using three projects. So 24 lakh incentive is remaining for three projects. Okay. Now, can you help me in making this sum of 24 using the above numbers? Come on. So 12 use नहीं कर सकते. अगर मैं एक बार 12 use करता हूं, so I'll be left with 12 and I cannot use the other numbers. So 12 is out of question, right? So what I can do is I can make it 9 plus 9 plus 6. So 9 plus 9 plus 6, that means 18 plus 6, which is 24, is one possible way I can make 24. Is there any other possible way I can make 24? No, there is no other possible way I can make 24. All right. So I can say that one of the projects will be 10.8. One of the projects will be 5.4. There will be two projects. There will be two projects for 9 and there will be one project for 6. Right? Number of employees clear here. Now, so for rating A star, I will have 3 employees. For rating A star, I will have 3 employees for which 10.8 lakhs of incentive will be given. Okay. Now for rating A, again I have two projects. So A के लिए two projects हो जाएंगे for which 9 lakhs each will be given. All right. And then for rating B, I will have one project having 3 members for which 5.4 lakhs was given. And I have one project having 6 members. So 6 members का B rating में आ जाएगा for which 6 lakhs of incentive is given. Okay. Then for the like bottom 3 projects, 1.6, 1.6, 1.6 of incentive was given and a total of, okay, I'm sorry Jaydev, so I'll write it once again. Wait, so I understand this red color is not visible on blue background. So I'll write it again and then you all can note it down. So this will become A star, A, and B, and the top one will be B. So 6 lakhs incentive here, A star 10.8 with 3 members, then 9, 9, and 5.4 lakhs. All right. Now that ways you can add up all these numbers and the total incentive will be 45 lakhs. Okay. So थोड़ा सा extra time spend करना पड़ा इसमें. I believe 10-12 minutes आराम से जाएंगे. And spending 10 to 12 minutes or maybe 15 minutes for 3 questions is not at all bad for XAT examination. ठीक है? थोड़ा सा hit and trial करना पड़ा, but the entire set was not at all difficult. Moderate to difficult, moderate between moderate and difficult higher level में था ये. Okay, but I cannot say that this one is very difficult, right? चलो, so अब questions देखते हैं जल्दी से जल्दी. Now first question is, what best is known about the team compositions of project rated C? Now project rated C, all of them, they will have 2 members each and they have earned 1.6, 1.6 and 1.6. Okay, so among the options, one is a 6-member team, the rest are 2. No, first option is not correct. All are 3-member team. No, all are 2-member team. So yes, I have one option, all are 2-member team. So option D is absolutely correct, right? And yes, it is absolutely correct. Okay. Question number 5. What best is known about the team composition for the project rated A star? A star, we saw that it's a 3-member team earning a value of 10.8 lakhs. Okay, so it's a 3-member team. Yes, it is there in front of us. So the correct answer will be option B. Okay, yes, it is option B. Last question. अब क्वेश्चन बहुत आसान है. The total amount of money paid for projects rated A. Rated A. So let's go back and look at the table. Rated A जिनका भी है उनमें कितना money spent हुआ है. So rated A 9 lakhs. Rated A 9 lakhs. So total money spent here is 18 lakhs. All right. So 18 lakhs is the money that is spent for the projects which are rated A. And yes, we have it among the options. So the correct answer is option D. All right. Okay. So these were 3 questions of the second set. Now we have one more set which is left, and we shall quickly move on to this third set. Now this third set, it is full of numbers, very small numbers, very basic calculations. ठीक है? So एक या दो equations बनेंगी. So quickly form a table and solve this set. बहुत आसान set है. So it's just the length of the set that might bother you, but if you can make a proper table for this set, then I'm sure that you can finish this set in less than 10 minutes. The 3 questions in less than 10 minutes. जल्दी से finish कर दो इसे. So a quick survey at the end of a purchase at buyagain.com asks the following 3 questions. First question, are you shopping at the website for the first time? Yes or no? So the shopper will be either the first time or not the first time, right? Second thing, specify your gender, male or female. The third one, how satisfied you are, happy, neutral or unhappy. So first question will have 2 answers. That means it will divide the entire data in 2 parts. Second question again will divide the entire data in 2 parts. Third will divide the entire data in 3 parts. Okay, right? Now, a total of 240 shoppers answer the survey, among whom 65 are first-time shoppers. So, if I look at the first answer, 65 will give yes, and 240 minus 65, that means 175 will give the answer as no. So the first bifurcation is done, right? Furthermore, some more data is given to you. The ratio of number of male to female is 1:2. So again 240 को हम 1:2 के ratio में divide कर सकते हैं. While the ratio of unhappy, happy and neutral is 3:4:5. So again third वाला जो factor था, how satisfied you are, again these shoppers are divided in unhappy, happy and neutral in the ratio of 3:4:5. Okay. Now yes, Jaydev, a proper table should be formed. So I want all the students who are watching this session, guys, please respond karo. Don't sit silently. Okay, respond karo, solve karo, participate in this session. तभी कुछ फायदा होगा सेशन अटेंड करने का, अदरवाइज इसे बैठ के सिर्फ देखने से कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Okay. Now, second point says that the ratio of number of happy first-time male shoppers, happy returning male shoppers, unhappy female shoppers, neutral male shoppers, neutral female shoppers, and happy female shoppers. So ratio 6 लोगों का ratio दिया हुआ है, 6 people का ratio दिया हुआ है, and it is 114466 the ratio. Similarly, some more ratio is given in the the third statement. So quickly make a proper table for this. So how to make a table? अब इसमें table कैसे बनाना है? So first of all, based on the first question, answer to the first question, ये bifurcation होगा. Then among yes, there will be male female. Among no, there will be male female. So another bifurcation. And for all of them, you will draw the rows for happy, neutral and unhappy like this. So let me help you in making a proper table for this. So there will be some first time, all right, and return jo aayenge, not the first time. Now first time will be divided in males and females. Returning will be divided in males and females. All right, fine. So this is the first thing. So I have made the columns. So first of all, two columns, first time users and not the first time users. Then first time are divided in males, females. Returnees are divided in males and females. Okay, ठीक है? Now among the rows horizontally, I'll write the data for unhappy, happy, and neutral. So unhappy, happy, and neutral. So further, these rows will divide males, females, first time shoppers, returnee shoppers in these three parts. Okay. So you just need to understand कि table कैसे बनाना है. Rest everything will be easy for you. Okay. Right. अब ये data fill करना शुरू करते हैं. So first of all, 240 shoppers are there in total, among whom 65 are first time. So 65 are first time. So remaining 175 are returnees. ठीक है, ये एक हमने bifurcate कर दिया. Now the ratio of male to female is 1:2. So how many males and how many females will be there? So 240 now will be divided in the ratio of 1:2. So it will be 80 and 160. So number of males, I'm writing it on the left hand side. Number of males will be 80 and number of females will be 160 in total. All right. Now, after that, unhappy, happy, and neutral are divided in 3, 4, 5. So 240 will again be divided in the ratio of 3:4:5. So 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. 240 divided by 12 is 20. So 3 into 20. So unhappy total will be 60. I'm writing it here. Happy will be 80 in total and neutral 100 in total. बहुत सिंपल डेटा है, ठीक है. अब let's start filling up the values inside the table using the ratios. ठीक है. Now the ratio of the number of happy first time male users, happy first time male users, that means this number. Happy returning male shoppers, happy returning male, this number. Unhappy female shoppers. So unhappy female, that means this part and this part combined. Okay. Neutral male, so neutral male भी दो parts हो जाएंगे, neutral female भी दो हो जाएंगे. So let us not use this data first. Let us use the second part, the third statement first. So third statement में पहले आ रहा हूँ. Among the first time shoppers, now they are talking only about the first time shoppers. Among the first time shoppers, the ratio of numbers of happy male, so happy male, तो रेशियो कितना था 1:1:2. सो अगर ये x हो जाता है, happy male is x, neutral male will also be x, unhappy female, this will also be x, and the remaining female shoppers. So remaining female shoppers, that means these two parts. The remaining female shoppers, this will represent to 2x. ठीक है. So इनमें से अगर इन दोनों का sum 2x है, so I'll assume one of them as y. So another one will become 2x minus y. All right. Repeat again. So among the first time shoppers, I'm looking at only the first time shoppers. The ratio of happy male, which is this one, x, neutral male, x, unhappy female, x, because the ratio was 1:1:1:2. Now the remaining female, that means this entire part is the remaining female. So this part will represent 2x. तो मैंने एक को y consider कर लिया, so दूसरा वाला कितना हो जाएगा 2x minus y. All right, ठीक है. So ये चीज क्लियर है, मैं इरेज कर देता हूं. All right. So now one second, I'm sorry. Okay. So इतना पार्ट क्लियर हो गया. अब एक और चीज इसको कंप्लीट करते हैं. While the number of happy first time female shoppers, that means this part, happy first time female shopper, this part is equal to the number of unhappy first time male shoppers. So unhappy first time mail shoppers, that means this part. So these two are equal. That is already given in the third statement. Okay. On the basis of this, अभी मेरे पास कोई डेटा नहीं आएगा. It's just that x and y की terms में एक equation आ जाएगी. Let's not do that, but let's go back to the second statement. The ratio of number of happy first time mail shoppers. Wait, I'll change the color of the pen. Is this visible? Yes. So the ratio of number of happy first time mail shoppers. So happy first time mail shoppers, that means this is happy returning mail shoppers, happy returning mail shoppers. So the ratio is 1:1:4:4:6:6. So these two are equal. So यहाँ पे भी x लिख देते हैं. Okay. Unhappy female shoppers. So unhappy female shoppers. So unhappy female shoppers will be this and this. Okay. Now its value is 4x. जिसमें से x is first time female unhappy. So remaining यहाँ पे 3x आ जाएगा. So ये जो मैंने दो सर्कल्स लगाए हैं इनका टोटल सम 4x होना चाहिए. ऑलरेडी एक x है तो दूसरा वाला 3x हो जाएगा. डन. नेक्स्ट पार्ट पे चलते हैं. न्यूट्रल male shoppers. Neutral male shoppers, that means this part and this part. Okay. इनमें से एक x है, total 4 होना चाहिए 4x. So that means the remaining part will be 3x. Okay. So remaining part will be 3x. Now we are going good. Next, neutral female shoppers. Neutral female shoppers and the value should be 6. That means 6x. So the sum of this part, neutral female shoppers and this part, जहां पे मैंने दो लाइंस लगाई हैं, इनका सम क्या होना चाहिए? 6x होना चाहिए. ऑलरेडी एक इनमें से वैल्यू है 2x minus y. So 6x minus 2x minus y will be 4x plus y. So this will be 4x plus y. All right. And finally, happy female shoppers. So happy female shoppers, again value होना चाहिए 6x. So happy female shoppers. So female happy is this one and this one. So this will be 6x minus y. All right. So सारी की सारी values मैंने x and y की terms में mention कर दी हैं. बहुत simple है. दो variables use किए हैं. Now let's calculate using already the numbers that we have written. ठीक है? चलिए. Now at the bottom of the screen, this total is 100 horizontally. So total number of neutral shoppers is 100. And अगर इन सबको add करेंगे, y will get cancelled. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So value of 10x will be equal to 100. Okay. So x will be equal to 10. x का value आ गया. Now अमित, अब इसके बाद कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Yes, it is easy question, but definitely time taking, and I have explained you earlier, I have told you earlier कि XAT में हमारे पास काफी time होता है. So we can afford to spend some time. So x का value 10 आ गया. So I'll write 10 wherever I have x. 3x will be equal to 30. This will be equal to 30. Now I just need the value of y. ठीक है? अब वैल्यू ऑफ y निकालने के लिए कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हो. यू कैन यूज फर्स्ट टाइम शॉपर्स. फर्स्ट टाइम शॉपर्स में इन सबको ऐड कर सकते हो. ठीक है. सो x वाली जो भी वैल्यूज हैं 10 plus 10 plus 10 30. So these three values are 30. So the remaining values y and 2x minus y. So that will be equal to 2x का तो वैल्यू 20 हो जाएगा. y और y एक बार कैंसिल हो जाएंगे. 20 plus y will be equal to the remaining value of 35. So y का वैल्यू कितना आ जाएगा? It will be 15. David sir, how do we know we need to make the table firstly? So David, first of all, जिस टाइप से डेटा दिया हुआ था तो definitely will make the table, and it is very much understandable that whenever the data is decoded, obviously will not make any different type of graph. हम बार ग्राफ नहीं बनाएंगे, हम पाई चार्ट नहीं बनाएंगे उसका. To simplify the data, to basically arrange the data in a proper format, it is like understandable that we'll always make a table like this. ठीक है? So generally मेन जो हमें करना होता है वो टेबल ही बनाना होता है और कुछ नहीं करना होता, ठीक है। अब टेबल इस तरीके से बनेगा, दैट विल कम थ्रू प्रैक्टिस, और कोई तरीका नहीं है, ठीक है। सो y का वैल्यू 15 आ गया, सो y इज 15, आई राइट at these places. 2x minus y will become 5. All right. 10 and 30 already filled. This is filled. 6x minus y. So 60 minus 15. So this value 60 minus 15 will be 45. And 4x plus y, 40 plus 15, this will be 55. All right. Then I'm left with one value. Horizontally unhappy कितना होना चाहिए? 60 होना चाहिए. So 30, 15 and 10 is 55. So 60 में से 55 minus कर दिया, ये value 5 आ जाएगा. Okay. Now the entire table is in front of you. GN is asking, hi sir, are BYJU'S marks for XAT at per XAT level? I'm getting 38 to 41 in BYJU'S marks. Should I be confident for XAT? Yes, Jian, the mocks that we are making, they are of the level of actual XAT examination. Still, I'll say that if you are getting 38 to 41 marks, yes, you can be confident, but एक छोटी सी चीज है, overconfident नहीं होना, ठीक है? So please don't leave like the revision, practicing, okay, all these things, please don't leave it up till 7th of January, okay? So please make sure that your momentum is there up till the examination of that, right? So please don't be overconfident in that, okay? चलिए, so आगे चलते हैं, क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं. अब टेबल हमारे पास बन गई है पूरी. नाउ व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ हैप्पी मेल शॉपर्स? हैप्पी मेल शॉपर्स चाहिए हमें. सो हैप्पी मेल शॉपर्स, हैप्पी मेल इज 10 एंड 10, अ टोटल ऑफ 20. फर्स्ट टाइम हो या रिटर्निंग हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट हैप्पी मेल होने चाहिए. सो 10 plus 10, आंसर शुड बी 20 फॉर दिस वन, and we have option D for this. So yes, the correct answer is option D, 20. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Which among the following is the lowest? Which among the following is the lowest? Number of unhappy first time female shoppers. So data find out निकालते हैं. टेबल में ओपन कर लेता हूं. Wait. So I'll open the table on my phone. All right. So can you give me the values, all of you? चलिए. So values, number of unhappy first time female. So unhappy first time female shoppers, this value is 10. Okay, I've just opened YouTube on my phone and I'm looking at the values from there. Number of neutral first time female. Neutral first time female. So neutral first time female is 5. So definitely this number is lesser. And I think this number is least. 5 is the least number. So there is no need to go to any other value, right? Still मैं लिख देता हूँ इन सब की values. Number of neutral first time male. Neutral first time male is 10. Happy returning male. Happy returning male. Again, it is 10. Unhappy first time male. Unhappy first time male is 15. So among these, lowest value is 5. That is option B. And option B should be the correct answer for this one. Yes, it is correct. Okay. सही है. चलिए आगे चलें. Now next. Last question for the day. Which among the following cannot be determined uniquely? So इनमें से क्या uniquely नहीं calculate कर सकते? Now in the table we have seen we can determine all the things uniquely, right? सारे के सारे numbers uniquely determine कर सकते हैं. So the number of first time neutral male shoppers can be determined. All the numbers can be determined uniquely. All the numbers can be determined uniquely. The correct answer to mark is option B. And yes, it is the correct answer. All right. Okay. So that is all about this question. Now, if I'll look or if I'll make an overall analysis of the 3 sets that we have done. Now, these were the 3 sets which were picked from the same XAT examination. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने easy sets pick कर लिए. So all the three sets that we have done today, they appeared in XAT 2021. So they were the part of the same examination, XAT 2021. Okay. And looking at these sets, we must understand that it is very important to devote some time on the questions of XAT. Then only you'll be able to solve. ठीक है. So CAT में जैसे हमारे पास बहुत ज्यादा रश होता था कि we used to have only 40 minutes for every section and minimum 20 questions were there in every section. So we were not given more than 2 minutes on an average for the questions. Or if let's say we decide not to attempt all of them, we still have not more than 2.5 to 3 minutes for every question. Now here the beauty of the examination is there is no sectional time limit, right? First important thing is no sectional time limit in XAT examination. So you can shuffle between the sections. So you can spend some time or maybe lesser time on your stronger areas at the beginning of the paper. So I'll tell you what strategy I generally use in XAT examination. Okay, so I'll start with quant. Okay, so quant is my strongest, so I'll handle quant and data interpretation, right? I'll be giving 30 to 35 minutes to this section and will make sure that I am done with somewhere around 10 to 12 questions to make sure that I have cleared the sectional cutoff of quant. Then after that, I'll go to decision making, right? So in decision making, I'll try to attempt 2 or 3 sets completely. Again, spending somewhere around 40 minutes. All right. So 40 minutes में दो set तो आराम से हो सकते हैं. You can also enter the third set. So if you have entered the third set and your 40 minutes are over, so spend another 5 minutes. So no problem in spending 45 minutes, right? So 35 minutes in quant, 45 minutes in decision making. That means 80 minutes are over. Now after that, I'll go to verbal. So verbal section, I'll spend again 40 to 45 minutes taking care of 10 to 11 questions. 40 minutes, 11 questions बहुत आराम से हो सकते हैं. And if you are spending good amount of time, on an average 4 minutes per question, then your accuracy will also improve. ठीक है? So 10 12 10 12 10 12 questions कर लिए तीनों sections में, spending 40 minutes on an average. 120 minutes are over. Now you're still left with more than half an hour. Now this half an hour can be used, or more than half an hour can be used in order to maximize your overall score. Okay? So please try to follow this strategy. I'll definitely explain the entire strategy in detail in one of my upcoming sessions. I believe day after tomorrow, I'm taking a session on the strategy of XAT, how to basically attempt the entire paper of XAT in order to make sure that you can clear the sectional as well as the overall cutoff and ensure a call from XLRI, Business Management and HRM program, both of them. All right. So we'll talk about this complete thing in detail in one of my sessions day after tomorrow. But for today, for this session, that is all from my side. Some important set of information for all of you. 100 most expected questions for XAT 2023, the entire series, the entire syllabus, previous year papers, tips and tricks. So this was the series that started on 26th of December. All right, so this is a must watch series. If anybody has missed any of the sessions, on daily basis, we have conducted 3 sessions at 12, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Okay, so if anyone has missed any of these sessions, please go back to the recordings on the YouTube. All of these sessions are already available on YouTube, so please do watch them. All right, and as usual, I request all of you to please quickly press the like button. Those students who are already watching this session, please press the like button in case you haven't done up till now. All right. Also for students who are preparing for CAT 2023, very important. So we have already started conducting lots of sessions on YouTube as well as our application. So you can just have a look at the quality of faculty members that we have at BYJU'S and the faculty who are taking lectures on YouTube and the app, the free lectures. We, the same set of faculty members, will be teaching you in the batches. All right. So please do join an appropriate batch for CAT 2023. Lots of batches have already been launched. All right. Please don't be late in doing that. The complete details of the comprehensive program that we offer for all of you are given on your screen. So please have a look at it and Do join us. Okay, thank you, GN. Thank you very much. Good that you do a complete section in 40 minutes. Nice. Now, one very important thing, anybody who's looking to join BYJU'S Exam Prep for any of the programs, we have a scholarship test for all the students who are preparing for CAT the next year. So get a scholarship of up to 90% on all CAT preparation programs. Test is on 7th of January at 7 p.m. So please do register for this test. Subscribe the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep for all the details for all the upcoming sessions. And please do like this session. All right. Okay. So friends, that is all from my side. You can follow us on these social media platforms. Thank you very much. We'll see you again in my next session, that is tonight at 7 o'clock. Yes, we'll meet again at 7 o'clock today with my next session on the last lap to XAT. And in that session, I'll be discussing some new questions, not the previous year paper questions, some new questions on algebra and modern mathematics. Till then, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.